It's definitely not a direwolf. I dig dead stuff, and this is Dead Stuff Dailyish, where I tell you about the most recent paleontology news almost daily or whenever I get around to it. So you might be wondering, how do I know for a fact that this is not a direwolf? Well, it's because it's a picture I took of a gray wolf 3 years ago. But we all know we're really here to talk about Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, the recently announced de-extinct direwolves from Colossal. So no matter how insanely adorable they are, I was not actually planning on talking about these three, for the main reason that I like to keep my posts about peer-reviewed scientific information, and unfortunately that's kind of lacking. That said, this news is absolutely everywhere, so here we go. So the real question is, are they direwolves? Maybe, but probably not. For those of you who don't know, Colossal basically had two direwolf fossils that they were able to partially sequence. And they determined that the closest living relatives to direwolves are gray wolves, which very much contradicts what paleontologists and paleogeneticists have been saying for quite a while. They then used gray wolf DNA to find what they determined to be the important genes to transfer across, and essentially created transgenic gray wolves exhibiting possible direwolf characteristics. Anything beyond that gets a little tough to accurately track down because, once again, there is no peer-reviewed scientific paper on this. I've seen reports saying that they use gray wolves because they're 99.9% genetically similar to direwolves, and I've seen reports saying that these pups are only 91% genetically similar to direwolves. Just taking those numbers at face value, that's like saying a pig is a human, because we're about 98% genetically similar to pigs. Now, obviously it's very complicated. You don't know what genes they're referring to. They could be referring to specific differences. They could be referring to specific gaps in their genetic sequence. But again, it needs to be reviewed. At the end of the day, this is still a press release put out by a $10 billion company. And until there's actual scientific evidence saying otherwise, the only actual direwolf is fossilized.